In this video, we are going to look at three stocks we want to focus on tomorrow based on the options activity. So let's look at the stocks we want to look for. So before we start, there's a general disclaimer. This is not an investment advice. This is just purely video is for entertainment purpose only. Options and stocks are risky investments. Please do your own due diligence. So we are going to look at the stocks. We're going to pick three stocks, and also we are going to look at the fundamental, technical, algo, options, and artificial intelligence. So we are going to look at the 5 different angles to come up with a recommendation on which stock will be very strong. So here we are on the TradeTix website, which is a AI based software which can basically analyze the stocks and give you good recommendations. So if you look at here, Goldman Sachs has a huge options, right? So you have 258 million calls and 0.6 million puts. That's one stock. Second is MCD, which is McDonald's, which has 41 million calls and 0 puts. Next is SE, has 24 million calls and 0.3 million puts. Okay. So now let's look at each one of them and see what is how technically how they are looking, and also from the options angle. So let's first look at the stocks from the technical angle and also from the fundamental point of view. So here is Goldman Sachs. Okay. So PE ratio, they are fundamentally very good stock. Okay, they have good revenue. So let's look at technically. Okay, support, resistance. So it is hitting it pierces through resistance. It is above the resistance, right? So hopefully it should stay above the resistance for some time. So if you look at the simulation, so it's projecting that the stock will go up, okay, from here. MACD also is pointing to upward direction. So let's look at the option flow. Okay, so if you look at the option flow, it's 96% bullish, right? Calls. So let's say daily option flow. You'll see it's almost algo score is more than 100. Okay, it's kind of algo score is also bullish. Okay, so if you look at the put and call volume is very high. Open interest are almost coming together. So if you look at the IV rank, it's 80, and the dominant expiration is 917, and dominant strikes are 350 and 400. The stock is at 413. So if you look at the open interest, you can see a lot of open interest at 382 to 470, 382 to 470. So if you can, let's say for example 917, so it's all this 410 to 460. So you can do a calendar spread based on the strike or number of strikes. So you can see the flow. Okay. The highest flow is 220, 160, 110. So these are all long dated, like leaps 22, right? So they are buying leaps and then they are probably doing a diagonal spread. Okay. Next stock is McDonald's. So McDonald's also has a good income. You can see the revenue and it has a gross profit also. So if you look at the support resistance line, so this Technically this stock looks much better because it's testing the VWAP line, right? And there is there's a support here. If it hits the support, definitely it's going to go back up. Okay, so if you look at here, it always touched the VWAP line and goes back up. Okay. So let's look at the option flow. See, 92% bullish. So if you look at so intraday, okay, intraday is bearish. Algo score is bearish here. Okay. You can see the call open interest puts are higher than the calls. So it's premium. You can see the dominant expression is 917 also. See dominant strike here. So if you look at the open interest, let's say 917, you can see 240, 250 calls. So the stock is at 236. Okay, so the stock is at 236. So a lot of open interest on 240 and 250. So let's look at the AI. AI is bearish. Okay, sector prediction is bullish. So let's look at GS. So it's bullish. Sector also bullish. So it's matching the. So last stock is SE. So it has good revenue, but it does PE ratio. So fundamentally, it's not a strong stock. The price is 331. So if you look at support resistance lines, it has cut the resistance line and gone up. Okay, so it definitely is going to retest the support line because it's too far away from the moving averages. It may drop back. You see here, when it goes up, it just comes down. It goes up, it comes down. It goes too far, it comes down. It goes too far, it comes down. So it's going to probably retest. So you have to wait for the retest if you want to play in this stock. Options. So if you look at the algo score is positive. Bullish, 88% bullish. Options, call options. You look at the dominant strike is 310. Stock is at 331. Puts at 330. So if you look at the expiration, 917. If you see the open interest is 300, 310, 320, 330, 340. So this is where the lot of open interest are there. Let's look at the AI. It's bearish. Overall, it's bearish. Combined normalized prediction is bearish. You don't want to take this trade. Okay, let's look at NPD. It's also bearish. Only GS is bullish. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to subscribe to this TradingTix software, I have a link below. Thank you.